our session. You know what? It is going to be so interesting because today we are going to talk about pleasure. And it's gonna be so nice. Well, my question is this. What do you do for pleasure? In your case, Roberto, what do you do for pleasure?
Good question. Um, I like to enjoy seeing movies and read books mostly.
Wow, that's great. All right, thank you. And so, what about you, Fer? What do you do for pleasure?
Oh, it's a difficult question. For my pleasure, maybe I read books or listen some music. I really love listen music.
Excellent. What kind of music do you enjoy listening?
A little of all. I mean, I like every kind of music except maybe reggaeton. I really hate it. But sometimes I listen with my mother's artists like Ricardo Montaner or Jose Jose or something like them.
Hey, that's great. All right. Thank you, Mary Fernanda. All right. Omar, welcome. How are you?
I am fine, teacher. Good evening.
Excellent. Good evening. How was your week? Or how has your week been?
The week was very busy and a lot of work. And I know the work, and more work. Too late and I don't know, very hard.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's happening, but this week has been really, really hard, really busy. But anyway, we are in the middle. Let's hope that the next part of the week is gonna be a little quiet, a little mild. Let's hope so. All right. So, Omar, a question. What do you do for pleasure?
What I do for pleasure? Well, I am going to the movies. I like very much the movies. To I spend time with my family. I'm going to visit some friends, and this kind of activities I do for pleasure, for waste time, you know.
Hey, that's great. Excellent. Thank you very much. Hatsiri, welcome. How are you? Hatsiri, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, maybe Hatsiri is having some problems with her microphone. But Minerva.
Right. Hello, teacher.
Okay, Hatsiri.
Okay. What is the question?
What do you do for pleasure?
I like to play with my cell phone, apps about mental quiz. I like a lot, like Sudokus or crucigrams, something like that. I like to walk in mountains. We used to go to the forest to walk. We like to do that. I also I like to coser.
To embroider.
Embroider. Okay. I like to make clothes, repair clothes. I like a lot that.
Hey, that's great. Excellent. Thank you, Hatsiri.
Thank
Minerva.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Minerva, how are you?
Hi, teacher. Good evening. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Excellent. I'm fine, thank you. I'm very happy to listen to you. So, Minerva, what do you do for pleasure?
Well, for pleasure, I like to go to the beach when I'm on vacation. Well, in this case, I can't go because of the coronavirus. But another of my pleasure is that I like to go running to the park. I like to draw. I like drawing or painting. It's the same to when you make pictures, images. It's the same, right?
Yeah, that's it. All right, very good. Well, you know what? The substantial difference between painting and drawing is that drawing, maybe you can do it in a small surface. Well, that's my opinion. And painting can be a bigger one. I am going to investigate what is the difference, or if it is the technique, or if they are the materials. Yes, there is a difference, but I am not very sure of that. You know what? My son-in-law is an artist. He paints. So I am going to ask him whenever he comes, of course, and I will tell you what is the difference between drawing and painting.
Okay.
All right.
That's a great idea because I get a little confused with that. The difference between paint and draw.
That's it. Well, he's not here, but whenever he comes, maybe in a couple of minutes, I will ask him and I will tell you that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks to you. Okay, so Dante, welcome. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. And Dante, the question is, what do you do for pleasure?
I like to hear music, listen music, but give me more pleasure to sing. I like to sing. I enjoy to sing.
Hey, that's
I like to read too, but definitely to sing.
Hey, that's wonderful. To sing is so beautiful. And it is so rewarding also. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so now let's go to the next image. We are going to watch a video. So give me a moment. Okay, here we have in the chat. Okay, hi, Hatsuri. All right, here we go. We are going to watch and to listen to a video. All right, can you see it?
Yes, teacher.
Oh my, give me a moment because somebody is coming and I have to open the door. That's it. Joel, welcome. All right, so let's do this. We are going to listen and watch to this video. All right, Beatriz.
What do you want to do? This question could be very complicated to answer. As humans, we want a lot of things. Once we have them, we usually want more. But if you talk to many people at different stages of their life, throughout many different parts of the world, you might notice that all of their desires have similar roots. So what if we could narrow our desires down to a handful of concepts or ideas? Well, this was the mission of Stephen Rice, a psychology professor in Ohio. In the 90s, Rice began to explore what makes people happy, what motivates them, and what their desires were. He studied the needs and desires of over 6,000 people and narrowed them down to 16 basic principles. You can read more about his findings in the book Who Am I? 16 Basic Desires That Motivate Our Actions, Define Our Personalities. But in this video, I'm going to briefly go over these 16 basic desires and how they shape your goals. So I'm listing the 16 basic desires in alphabetical order. While all of these desires are considered basic, they appeal to humans in different ways. One may not dominate over the others for everyone. If you've read about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a lot of these might sound very familiar. But before I start this list, I want to give a shout out to a small project I've been working on the side. It's about productivity, and if you want a free sneak peek, check the link in the description to download a freebie. So, number 1, acceptance. Humans find themselves in different groups of people throughout their lives. Their families, friend groups, colleagues, friends. One of the basic human desires is to feel accepted within these groups. We want to feel as though we belong, and that the other people in the group want us to be in those groups. Basic desire number 2 is curiosity. Our lives and world are constantly changing. As we experience these things, we become more curious and feel the desire to learn about what's going on around us. Our curiosity can be satisfied through learning from textbooks or engaging in new experiences. Number 3 is as simple as eating. Our desire is as simple as the physical desire to eat and feel full. We need food to physically survive, but our desire to eat goes beyond basic satisfaction of giving ourselves the right vitamins and nutrients. We want food and drink that tastes good and looks delicious. We also want to use eating as a time to engage in social contact and to be a part of a larger group. Number 4 is family. One of the first groups that we belong to is family. We all have a desire to have a family, grow a family, and usually provide care to the people in our family. Number 5 is honor. When we make decisions that honor ourselves and our ethics, we feel pride in what we have done. Honor is more important in some cultures than others, and you might find this true for yourself or your friends. Some societies place honor as the most important trait that a person can desire. Each member of that society holds people to high individual expectations. Many people desire honor in order to honor past generations or other people in their society. Number 6 is idealism. Rice associates idealism with the desire to see justice and fairness played out within society. Our culture dictates what the ideal society should look like, and collectively, humans desire to see that idealism become realized. If you've taken my Psychology of Selling course, you know that I talk about the Kantian fairness bias, and this is kind of where it comes into play. People want things to be fair, but they also want the real world to be overly optimistically perfectly fair. Number 7 is independence. Not all desires take place in group situations. Even within groups, humans desire the need to be independent and feel like a unique person, to have their own ideas. Independence gives us the control to make our own decisions and live our life according to our own ideals. To be different, basically. Number 8 is order. Order gives humans a sense of control. When we recognize order in events or everyday occurrences, things like laws or schedules and to-do lists, we feel like we're in more control. We know what to expect, how the day is going to go, and how other people will behave in certain situations. Number 9 is activity. Physical activity has many benefits. Humans desire the endorphins that release and the stress that goes away through physical activity. Physical activity is proven to provide humans with physical and mental benefits. Number 10 is power. Power is another desire that is rooted in control. When we have power over others or power over a situation, we can control what happens to us and how we move through life. Power is a great example of a basic human desire that can benefit us in some ways and can also hurt us and our peers in other ways. Number 11 is romance. Romance is a type of love and acceptance that moves beyond general belonging. When we engage in intimate romances, we gain a range of benefits that feel especially wonderful. Number 12 is saving. Human desires transcend past the present moment. Sure, we might have food right now, but what about later? Saving is a tool, a psychological mechanism that has helped humans feel in control since the time we were cavemen. We save money and resources to feel comfortable that we will feel satisfied even if resources are scarce around us. Number 13 is social contact. Even introverts cannot spend their entire lives alone. It's very mentally damaging. Humans desire interacting with other people, whether we have known them for a long time or even if they're strangers who we might develop a potential relationship with. Number 14 is social status. Humans are very social creatures, and we want to feel validated by the people that we engage in social contact with. We all feel the desire to become the alpha male, or at least an accepted member of a group. Our status could commingle with our acceptance or move into an area where we feel power over our peers. Number 15 is tranquility. Tranquility is the desire to feel calm, peaceful, protected, and safe. The tranquility could be a physical feeling, like feeling physically safe from harm from your spouse or in your neighborhood, or a mental feeling, like feeling calm with your place in life and where you're heading. And the last one is vengeance. Vengeance is the desire to get back at another person who has treated you unfairly or hurt you. This goes back to the Kantian fairness bias. Getting revenge is a desire that shapes many movies, books, and journeys. But not all desires, however present and real they might be, are productive in the long run. When you're setting goals for yourself, try to reflect on these 16 basic desires and how they play into what you actually want out of life. What do your goals aim to give you? Do they want to give you independence, power, tranquility? How does satisfying these basic desires benefit or maybe even threaten your lives or the lives of others? Does working towards one basic desire threaten your ability to satisfy another basic desire? As you might have noticed, some of these desires contradict each other. One desire might leave you feeling unsatisfied, so try to maintain a balance. Also, before I end this video, don't forget to check out the freebie PDF in the description below to stay updated on my awesome side project. Keep these basic desires in mind as you create a positive balanced plan that promotes positive growth and a more satisfying life. The more we reflect on our desires and the goals that try to get us there, the more easily we can recognize when our goals are beneficial both now and for us in the long run. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
All right, thank you very much. What do you think about it? Okay, here we go. All right, so what do you think about the video? What's your opinion? Okay, so what about Roberto? What's your opinion?
Well, it was a little bit hard to me to follow. It was pretty fast, you know, the speech. But I think it's talking something about motivation, about the things that you prefer to do or want to do. Something that you, I don't know, the people get something good and makes them feel good when you do or be somewhere, something like that.
Yeah, well, yes, in fact, it was really, really fast. They were speaking too fast. But yes, we could understand some parts. All right, thank you very much. And tell me, who's your victim?
Omar?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I think the video is about motivation, human motivation, I guess, and the desires of the people, and I guess in particular way the desires and or needs are connected in some way. And in the video speak about the pyramid needs hierarchy of needs, and about this theory, I don't know if I can explain in English, but I know the theory. In all humans have different zones of needs, and we need accomplishment um, o lograrlas,
To get them.
get them for be happy, and we feel good. The different things that motivated human are physical and psychological and social. There are principally, and this is I understand about the video, and I that all I can say in English about this thing.
All right.
Topic, pardon.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Omar. Please, your victim. Who's your victim?
Minerva.
All right, thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi, teacher. Can you listen to me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, my opinion about the video is that I agree with that video because we desired all the things that he mentioned. We need to destacate in a social group, and another thing that we desired is to feel safe with our economy, our family, our friends, And what about the eat? About the food. We, all of us, we desired to eat. So I consider the food is the most important desire, I think, because
Yeah,
without food, our stomach is not happy,
yes, that's it.
and we don't, and we cannot think very well without food. So I think it's the pleasure most important.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Joel, please, could you explain us what you think?
Yes. Good night,
Good
everyone.
evening.
Good evening. Sorry, I was getting a mistake.
No, it's okay.
Yes. Uh, the video that we saw is something very curious. I was listening, and I realized that there is something very important in the human history world, and there have been many stages. And as you know, the first human being that exist, they were the I don't know how to say in English, cavernicolas, or
Cavemen.
the cavemen. Yes. So that's why uh, currently we need so many things to survive, because in order that we get all those things, we can get the happiness. But the happiness, it is a concept that it is not real. You can be happy without many things, as a car, or as a clothes, as a jewels, etc., etc. But it's something that exists. We don't know who decided that the human being has to be happiness, have to be happy with all of things. So I mean, I was thinking that in the past, the human being didn't need the material things to be happy. They knew how to how to get the food, how to live without war, how to live without many things. So that's why I wrote that.
Okay, Joel, thank you very much. I so much agree with you because it is something not new since the beginning of human being. It has been a constant. All right, thank you very much. Hatsiri, what do you think about it?
About the video,
Yes, please.
well, I think it shows differently things that it's supposed that any human wants or desire. So I I don't like all of them. For example, the power, because it is more related to bad things. About more powerful is one person, more bad things uh, did to get powerful. Uh, Not always, but um, sometimes is the usual. I like the desire of saving. I like when it's saved, because I think it's important to save money, and it's a thing that I do uh, because to be prevent for rainy days. I like when the video set for rainy days, and tranquility. I like when the video said the desire of tranquility, and when it said about family, that we all human need to be social, and that's all.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so Paloma, welcome. How are you? Paloma, hello.
Oh, hello, teacher.
How
Hello, everyone.
are
Well, teacher, teacher. About the video, the truth, uh, I don't watch it
yeah, you,
because when finish the video, I how do you say
you were
uh,
coming.
yes, I'm begin my conference class today. I'm sorry, teacher, but well, I can imagine because I'm listening my partners, and I think talk about the um, the things about the humans. Well, we we it is not needed, teacher. It's uh, it, I think the humans were uh, when we have a situation when we have the opportunity to have obtain or have something, whatever that, for example, a good style life or a good jobs or a better situation economic or whatever that we we want more. We don't have only the objective is this is only I need and this is only I obtain. No, teacher, I think when do you have more with the time you need or you want more, it is not because you need it, it's because you want. For example, we have the well, I apply in my life. I, I have everything I needed to life, but I would like to be have a more uh, healthy life. When you have a healthy life, your mind, your the first is your mind. It's okay. You can feel good if you eat a fresh food, or if you have a strict or a specific schedule for your activities, and do you like that, you feel better, you think your life is complete. If you well complete if you have a job, you have your family fine, and you have the activities or hobbies, do you like that? But the most important, teacher, I think, how is your mind, how you are inside you, everything. If your body is more or less stable, if your mind is okay, have a good health mentally, I think you are in the correct way. This is my opinion.
Okay.
And for example, teacher, I don't know, but when the mind it is not stable, everything is complicated. This is
Paloma,
my opinion.
thank you very much. That was a great opinion. All right. So, Josue, how are you?
I'm
Josue?
fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. You know what? I don't remember if you could see the video, if you could watch the video. Could you?
No, miss, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because I got late to class, so I'm apologizing for getting late. And well, I don't know what you guys are talking about or what the topic is about.
Yeah, well, we are talking about pleasure. So we are talking about the things that you do for pleasure. And so,
Okay.
what are the things that you do for pleasure?
For pleasure. Okay. Well, I usually play guitar. I do it like a hobby, but I do it for pleasure because I like when I sing a song, when I hear my voice. I like to sing to what? To a woman. In the time I wasn't married to my girlfriend, and now um, this times I'm married now. I'm married already. So I do it because it costs me it costs me a lot of pleasure. So I feel good. I feel free to sing uh, how I wanted to sing song. I feel free. I feel good, comfortable. Feel like I'm flying away. You know.
Wow. Hey, that's nice. Excellent. Thank you. That was so
You're welcome.
inspiring.
Pardon me.
It was so inspiring.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, I consider that whenever you listen to somebody who is happy, of course, you are inspired also to be also getting your goals, to try to be as happy as you can. All right, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Josue.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
Joel wrote, I agree with Paloma, when you practice any sport, you learn to be disciplined, happy, and healthy. Hey, that's great, excellent. Okay, so Dante, what's your opinion?
Hello, I find so very interesting the video. The video how to be more driven. Uh, explain us, every one of us is different. We all want different things in a different moment, no matter what it is. We always want more. In my case, my family is when you have this trauma is very important. When you are close with someone, my family is with cancer, you appreciate the health. When you live close with someone who lost his job, you appreciate saving.
That's it. Yes, you're right. You know what?
I
I have,
think
yes.
we all live different things. We want young boys, the youth in Mexico, like money, like power, like the status. So the easy get into organized crime, and it's a danger for every one of us. We need to find pleasure. We need to find a different motivation to be happy. We need to learn. We need to teach to the young boys different things to get a better place to live, to make a better Mexico. That's what I think.
Excellent. Hey, that was so beautiful also. I agree with you in many aspects, but when you mentioned also that we have to teach children, that we have to share with them what we know, I think that yes, it's a pleasure to give a little part of yourself, something that you have inside and something that you have as an experience. Knowledge is power also, it's experiences to be able to do things. Thank you very much. All right. You know what? We need some volunteers. Who are missing? Fernanda, I think that you haven't spoken yet.
Yes, I'm here.
My pleasure.
Okay, about the video, sorry, I think it's a very true situation because I lived And while I was in high school, I always have to answer the questions like, what are you going to do? Or what do you want to be when you grow up? And that was very stressful because I couldn't even think about the answer when they say that didn't suit me. So in that moment, I was so scared. I always want to be a part of any group or something, and was very stressful, but now I feeling really comfortable with my career, with my job, and all of this.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, to be happy with what you do is so important. All right, thank you. Minerva, please. Minerva,
Hi, teacher.
hello.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
What do you do for pleasure? It was one question, and the other one was, what was your opinion about the video?
I told that
I
uh,
am.
I I participated about my opinion about the video.
Oh yeah, it's because you wrote something in the chat, and I wanted also to that you personally talk about it.
Oh yes, I I consider the independence is one desire that we want since we are kids. So I was thinking about that.
Yeah, you're right. Independence is something so necessary, and
And almost the vintage.
yeah, yeah, that's it.
Vintage causes a lot of pleasure, I think, in all the people because when we are angry with some person or some people, we desire uh, to make bad things or bother that person in different ways, and that causes a lot of pleasure, I think.
Yeah, you know what? You mentioned something that maybe nobody wanted to say, but we all were thinking. Of course, it is not the point to desire that another person could have a bad situation, but I think that everybody has felt the moment when you are angry with a person or you have any issue with anybody, and suddenly that person has a problem, and you say, he or she deserves it. Of course, it is not good to do that, but it's unavoidable. Sometimes we can't help to feel like satisfied because of another person had a bad situation. At first, I thought that it was very bad from myself, but I think that it is something so unconscious. And yes, it is a certain desire of revenge.
Yes, it's one bad desire, I think.
But it happens. All right.
Yes, we do that because our animal instinct, it's correct that
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
because we don't have control about our animal instinct, and some people do that for the same reason because
Uh-huh.
they don't
It,
have that control.
it is something like the little evil and the little angel. Whenever you have to decide something and they are talking directly to your ears, and they are fighting for your decision. It's what we call moral.
Exactly.
That's it. All right, thank you very much. Anybody else who is missing who hasn't participated about this? Nobody? All right, let's continue with the next image. Look at this. Here I have the mood meter. How are you feeling? They are some words that will help you whenever you try to talk about your emotions. And so here we can see, for example, that there is a very energetic stage, that it's enraged. There is also a little less, that it's livid, later on fuming, then anxious, and finally repulsed. Of course, it is so time consuming to be talking for about each one of these words. But of course, it will be very good for you to know them so that you can use them whenever you want to enhance your speaking. To say I am angry, it's okay. People understand what you want to say. But if you say I am really enraged, it means that you are angry to the extreme. Or the other one, when you say, well, I'm surprised, or maybe I'm upbeat, I'm festive, and I am exhilarated or ecstatic. Okay, so here you are the extremes. When you are calm, you can be serene, or if you are apathetic, the extreme could be despair. And so here you have some of those words. If you want, well, no, I think I sent them to you, to your email. Did you all, everybody, did you receive it?
Yes, please.
Excellent. So yes, try to look for the meaning of these words and how to use them. And I really recommend using one for a week. For example, when you say, you know what, I am restless about something. Instead of saying, I don't feel fine, you can say, I feel restless. Or the opposite, maybe you say, hey, instead of I am feeling happy, I'm feeling fine, you can say, I feel energized. Okay, so those words are going to be very useful for you. And I don't know if we can check this out. Give me a minute. Pleasantness, okay. Here you have some points of the life, some activities that of course produce pleasure. So would you like to share your experience about something? Well, first of all, let me show you off. This was a very pleasant experience I had. I was visiting this place. This is an original photograph of mine. This place is wonderful. If you can go there, do it. The place is Jico. It is in Veracruz, and it's a so beautiful place. And this person is my son. But yes, it's a so beautiful place. So if you can visit it, do it. It's delicious.
I'm sorry, teacher. What place is that?
Jico. It's in Veracruz. There is a
Veracruz?
yeah, in Veracruz, in Jico, you go to Jalapa, later on to Coatepec, and then to Jico, and there are some waterfalls. The Texolo waterfalls in Jico, in Veracruz.
It's in Jalapa, right?
Next
Or,
to Jalapa, 20 minutes from Jalapa.
oh, that's a beautiful place. I ask that because I live in Veracruz.
Do you?
Yes, but
Wow.
I haven't visited that place.
You should do it. What place in Veracruz are you living in?
Do you know Minatitlan?
Yeah.
I live in Minatitlan.
Wow.
Minatitlan Cosoleacaque. I don't know. It's confused because it's near to Cosoleacaque and Minatitlan. So I think I live in both places, I think.
Yeah, it's at the south of the state.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, Minatitlan is also wonderful. It's a
I
very,
hope to visit that place someday.
yeah, it is next to Jalapa. So 20 minutes from Jalapa.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
No, my pleasure. Okay, so anybody who would like to share your experience, something that attracts your attention?
Well, one of my big pleasure is to eat fruit, like in that picture. When
Excellent.
I have free time, and when we have some fruit, I really love to prepare something with strawberries, with banana.
Mm. Hey,
I love to eat watermelon. No, it's so delicious. And
yeah.
I see that picture and I am angry.
it's
I
it,
am hungry. I'm sorry.
yeah, it seems so tasty, so delicious.
Yeah, it's so delicious.
All
And
right.
the other pleasure for me is to go to the park because you can get relaxed and you can feel better because of the nature.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. Excellent. Thank you very much, Minerva. All right, Minerva, who's your victim?
My victim is Paloma Gaona.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thanks, Minerva. Well, one of no one. I have many pleasures, but the principal pleasure is close to the sea. I love the sea. I love feel the waves, the sad, the sunlight. It's it's something about the I don't know, but it's it's great to me. I'm that gives me a relax peace, and that feeling that help me feeling good. That that's sensations. It's it's grateful to me. Other it's listen my music. Listen, when I listen my music, it's a wonderful moments. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy every song. And the other, it's the read my books, my favorite books. It's all other pleasure to me. And well, if it's history, well, it is about the history. And if it's about my country, it's how do you say? It's more grateful. I don't know, teacher, it is correct my word, but well,
It's
this
okay.
is okay. Well, this is my opinion. Thank you.
Excellent. Paloma, thank you very much. Okay, who's your victim?
Let me see, teacher. Omar.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, like I said in the beginning, one thing that I like and I do for pleasure is watch movies. To read sometimes when I get the time. The history books. It's one of the kind of books I like read. Um, I listen music too. I like the music, but I um I am not so fan to listen music in the internet or pay for music. Mm, and what else? Other thing I like to
Excellent.
do for pleasure is it's is with the family, um, be and be time with the family.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's beautiful. That's so nice. Omar, please tell us who's your victim.
Um, Jet City.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Omar. Um, about this image, all right?
Yes, or something that that makes you feel any pleasure.
I have already been in Jico, in Veracruz.
Wow.
Uh, like I said at the beginning of the session, uh, I like to go out with my partner and my little dog to mountains to walk in the nature. We like a lot doing that. And for example, for my thesis in my school, we decided to work in a forest in Morelos that is called Lagunas de Sempoala. So it's very nice to be in there because uh, we don't only work there, uh, so we also enjoy to work there.
Hey, that's so nice. It's so pleasant. Whenever we do something that makes us feel happy, wow, it's so pleasant. So I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to you also about something so simple, like something that it's so pleasant. It's of course to take a shower. Whenever we take a shower, we can feel fresh, relaxed. After a very tiring day, you can take a shower and relax and sleep. Wow, so deliciously. So, okay, Hatsiri, who's your victim?
Please, Roberto.
Thank you.
So, do you want to know what is my favorite pleasure?
Yeah.
Okay. So I love to read history, not story, history. Uh, to be specific, I like to read and read again and again the 20th century and all its events, Second World War, the First World War, when men came to space. This is because I think is the moment in history that humanity did most of the most interesting things in terms of technology. So I am a believer of technology mostly, which means that I am studying a different engineer. I own my second career because of this. But believe me, I have read the same book at least 20 times. And
Wow.
I can be, I don't know, I don't feel bored or something like that. So I love my history books, but there was one that is I have used many times. So this book feels like I don't know the cover is like a waste. So I have to to make some repayments. But yep,
Wow.
I love most that eat wonderful food or something. So,
Excellent. Thank you very much, Roberto. You know what? That is so nice. Whenever you read a book and later on you read it again, you find things that you hadn't paid attention to or that you had forgotten. When you remember those things, of course, you can get more things that you didn't pay attention to, maybe. All right. Uh, all right. So, Roberto, who's your victim?
No, has Minerva participated?
Okay. Yes, Minerva has already participated, but we are missing Josue, Dante, Joel.
Joel?
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I have many pleasure in my life since to eating a delicious taquitos in the morning at night. It's a big pleasure, but one of my big pleasure is to is swim. I practice swimming, but something that is hard and is very amazing to me is when I see in open weather. I had the chance I have swum during many years. One of my goals is swim 10 kilometers. The last year I swam 8 kilometers. It was in Cancun. It was from Cancun to the Isla Mujeres in Spanish because it's like that.
Yeah.
And I swam 8 kilometers. And from this year, I hope that if the coronavirus let me, I'm going to go to Colombia on July. I can't remember the day exactly, but it's going to be in July. On July, and it's going to be for Pan American Games, and I'm going to be in a competition, international competition, and so that's why I have been training to myself, and something that is going to be in the open weather. When I am when I swim on the sea, I feel totally free. I totally free. It's very tired because your body start to feel tired, but it's very amazing. It's very amazing. You can see many. The last one, I see many animal. Peace. I forgot how to say peces in Spanish in English.
Fish.
Fish. I forget it. I saw many fish, different types, and it was very very amazing to me. And as I told you, it's very tired, but for me to swim in open weather is a big pleasure.
Excellent. Hey, that sounds so interesting and so nice. It is something unusual sometimes. For example, I
Yes.
know how to swim, but I haven't ever done it in open water. I am a scaredy cat. I'm a chicken.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's very beautiful when you are swimming in the seas. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, I am a scaredy cat. All right. Minerva said, another big pleasure is to take a hot shower at night because you really get relaxed and can sleep so deliciously. Oh, yes, that's it. Hey, kids, you know what? My apologies. I think that this was a very extensive topic. And so we have finished with our time, and you couldn't participate so much because, of course, whenever we talk about something that is pleasant for us, we have too much to say. But well, let's meet next class and we are going to share more experiences, all right? So Hatsiri wrote, or cold shower when it's warm outside. Wow. Yes, that's so fresh. All right. Well, I don't know if somebody of you want to say anything or to ask anything. No? All right. Well, thank you very much for your attention, for your attendance, and meet you next class. The final message is when unpleasant things happen in our life, we can either become wise or wounded. This is the choice we have. And well, thank you very much and have a very good night.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
teacher. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Good night,
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
See you next week. Have a
The next.
nice evening to everyone.
Likewise, thank you very much.